turns out this extender, I think, is the root of all our problems. So I wouldn't do an extender with a Tesla. Okay, exciting news today. Orbi has arrived. Just wanted to show you guys what it looks like in the car and show you that it's not connected. All right, so here you can see we are on LTE up here. I'm gonna go and click that. And then go to Tesla inventory. I'm gonna type in my password, which you can't see for obvious reasons. Hit confirm. And this is after I've like forgotten it, done it, I've changed the passwords. There is an extender that I tried, which is connected about 4 feet that way. Oh, see, okay, so you can see we're connected up here. Full signal. Okay, 3 bars out of 4. Watch, now it's gonna stay connected. Appears to be working. Okay, so I'm gonna head to my car. Go and close the door. Set you guys up right here. Hopefully you can see it. Oh, we'll zoom in a little bit. Okay, currently we are on LTE. I'm gonna go into my Wi-Fi settings, forget the 2 networks that I did have, just so I can show you the whole thing from the beginning. I'm gonna go ahead and search for it. You can see we're on LTE up here. You can see TeslaInventory.com is at full bars. Okay, it just dropped down one. I'm gonna go ahead and type in my password. Screen's like right there that I'm typing it in. Confirm my password. You can see it is now thinking, still thinking, any moment now. And now we are connected. So you can see up above, we are connected right there. And then we will give it about a minute and it will kick it out of that and then jump back onto LTE. Seriously? Now it's staying connected, are you serious? Seriously, it's staying connected. Okay, this is some funny stuff, guys, because it was not connecting for the life of us. And now it's staying connected. By the way, that's the Wi-Fi extender, which we're actually not even connected to right now. But now the cars are staying connected. Yeah, it's connected.
Yeah, look,
okay.
It's working fine.
I know.
But if you close the door, does it still do it? Because some.
No, yeah.
Do the mirrors too. Fold in the mirrors.
I closed the door. I put it in drive.
Fold in the mirrors.
See? Okay, so now we added a space to the name because our normal Wi-Fi did have a space. Connected. Now let's see if it boots us out. Okay, normally by now it would kick us out. So now we're gonna go add a number to it because we used to even have a number on it too. So we're gonna add a space in the number 1 to the end of it. You know what I just noticed though?
What?
When I have the camera on your screen, the screen flashes funky, but on my screen it doesn't. So its refresh rate's changed somewhat.
2.4 or?
Yeah, just add space 2.4 actually, not just 1.
I wonder if it had a space or some hidden character on there that didn't matter all these years. But
because if you do a space at the end, it'll kick it out, right? It won't let you do that.
The software doesn't allow that anymore, but who knows? Maybe 3 years ago.
So we'll go here, TeslaInventory.com, space 2.4, nothing afterwards. Okay, password has been entered. Okay, connected. Let's see if it stays connected now, or if it boots us out. Okay, so now it's looking like it's staying connected. So we're gonna go ahead and try switching it back to the original name and trying that again, but I don't want to show everybody the original name. So we'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I think we figured it out. Turns out we had purchased a Wi-Fi extender because it's an 1,100 square foot garage and thought this would be beneficial to help improve the signal for the car on the far end. And turns out somehow this was messing with something, and maybe the car, maybe the router, I don't know for sure, but it was messing with something, and that was basically making it so the car would connect and then disconnect immediately almost. So that's what we had to put up with for like a month. We unplugged this then and it was still doing that. So what we just did is reset the router, gave it a new name, forgot the networks, everything, and now it's connecting perfectly with our current router. So do we need the Orbi? No. But we now have a studio in the basement and put a nice TV and everything in there and want to stream 4K. So we're gonna go ahead and keep the Orbi and hook that up in hopes to improve the 4K streaming here in the basement. But turns out this extender, I think, is the root of all our problems. So I wouldn't do an extender with a Tesla. I don't know. If you do an extender with a Tesla, let me know. Is this the one you use? Let me know in the comment section below. But we're getting rid of this. That's going bye-bye. So this is the Orbi BK50 here. It's quite the hefty unit, but we're gonna go ahead and use it still. And also, I'll put a link in the description below for these. They have these in white, but if you use the link, you can get a free Echo Dot $50 value in either black or white. So I'll put the links down below, check it out, It isn't a cheap router by any means, but it is one of the best ones that we could find. I think it was like just under $400. But the dual one like this does do up to like a 4,000 to 5,000 square foot home. And also it should be able to get into the garage just fine. They do have single Orbeez available. I'll put the link in the description for those too, but I think the Dot is only available if you get the double pack. So let's go ahead and open this thing up. I'm just gonna stab it. And this opens right up. You have your quick start guide. Okay, here is the front of the Orbi here, and here's the back. And actually this switch of multiple Ethernet ports and the USB is why we chose the Orbi. The other ones that we looked at, like Google and some of the other brands, actually didn't have these. Not even really, I think Google had like one or something on everything, but this has multiples, which we will be using for things like our printer, our NAS device, stuff like that. And also, since it does have the USB, you can plug in a USB flash or anything like that. And then underneath is going to be your satellite Orbi. Same thing, more ports and all that on the back. You have your flatline Ethernet cable. In here you have your power cables. You can see right there. Should have 2 of those, and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and set this up real quick, and then we will let you know how easy it is and go check some speed tests. We're gonna do some before and after throughout the house, and then on the cars too, and hopefully it improves all those. So we'll be right back. Okay, so got everything hooked up and wanted to share my charts with you guys. So the first chart here is going to be the signal percent. It doesn't really show you a whole lot. Pretty much the only one that really had an improvement, I would say, is the dining room. But even then, it doesn't really show you a whole lot because almost everything was at 100%. So the next chart here is going to be our dBm. Wi-Fi signal is pretty tricky to actually quantify. So dBm is going to be the most accurate way, and it does stand for decibels relative to a milliwatt. Basically, we will be working with the negatives, so the closer to 0 we get, the higher the signal will be. -30 is going to be pretty much the max achievable signal strength you can get. So if we look at the chart here, you can see most were about -50-ish. The important thing is you can see the signal did get better with the Orbi, whether it be 1 or 2. With the exception of the living room, that was pretty much a constant, and that's right under where the router is. So the last and most interesting chart here is gonna be our megabits per second. So this is really gonna show us the improvement. Typically speaking, anything above 20 to 30 megabits per second will avoid any lagging, especially if you're trying to stream like 4K. Obviously, the higher megabits per second is going to be better. Here is where you can see a huge increase in the Orbi, which is actually why we decided to go ahead and keep it in the first place, especially in the basement. We went from about 30 megabits per second with the old router all the way up to almost like 92, 93. Everything here had at least a double fold increase. Some, including like the dining room, is probably like a triple or quadruple increase. We kind of did figure out our Wi-Fi issue with this whole extender thing. Somehow this messed up everything. I don't know what it did. I don't know if it messed up the car. I don't know if it messed up our router. It just messed everything up. And even when we unplugged it, things still wouldn't connect. So we duplicated everything, and after we would reset the router and delete everything from the cars, then we could connect just fine, as long as this hadn't been plugged in and connected to yet by the cars. If this had, it just threw everything off. I kind of think maybe it did something to the cars, but I have no idea. But anyway, we're never using one of these again. I think I forgot to mention this earlier. Our current router was the Linksys EA6700. So yeah, that's it for this video. If you want to save $1,000 off the cost of a new or inventory Tesla, go ahead and use the referral link in the description below or on our website, teslainventory.com. Any help is appreciated. You'll save $1,000 and help unlock certain rewards for us. And if you want to go ahead and order the Orbi, go ahead and use the links in the description below. I'll have it linked so you can get the free Echo Dot, $50 value, so that is always nice. So go ahead and click here to subscribe, here for some more videos, and I'll catch you guys later. For any of you that watched till the end, 1, thank you. 2, the rear applique video will be up on Friday, so sorry for the delay. Hope you guys enjoy it.